What's up everybody, WayoftheBey here, and today we're going to be reviewing some Sparking Beys. Now, originally, I was going to do a separate unboxing of each Beyblade, but because of COVID-19, they were taking longer than normal to get here. So instead of doing normal unboxings, I'm just going to do some mini reviews of all the new Beys and their parts. And as you can see, there's a lot to go over. So let's get to the reviews. Alright, so everything is out of its packaging, and we have the stickers on, and everything is together like it should be. So here are all the Beyblades that we're going to be reviewing today. We will be looking at Burn Phoenix, King Helios, Super Hyperion, Glide Ragnarok, Brave Valkyrie, and the right spinning sparking launcher. And if any of you are watching only for one of these Beyblades, the timestamps will be in the description. But now let's get to the first Beyblade. And the first Beyblade we will take a look at is Glide Ragnarok. So first off, this is the B161 Glide Ragnarok. Glide Ragnarok is a stamina type, part of the Super King Sparking series. So just looking at it, Glide Ragnarok is a nice circular shape. The little blades on it move just like the past Ragnaroks, so while you're spinning it, the blades will move out just a little bit, helping it attack, have more stamina, and defend from other Beyblades. Stamina types are stronger against defense Beyblades and weaker against attack Beyblades. And looking at Glide Ragnarok, I like its coloring. Has yellow, silver, white, and blue. So now let's take it apart and I'll show you the pieces. Alright, so here are all of Ragnarok's pieces. So we have the layer, the chassis, the disc, and the driver. So first, let's take a look at the layer. So the layer is three parts. We have the ring, the sparking chip, and the sparking chip core. So if you want to take the chip out, you just go to the back, and as you can see here, the little clips right there, you just turn it, it'll move, and it'll come out. So now you have the ring and the chip. This is the Glide ring, this is the Ragnarok chip. So it's kind of like GT. Parts have names, and that's how you make Beyblades. Like this is the Glide, this is Ragnarok. You can make Glide Valkyrie / Brave Ragnarok. So things like that. So this is the ring. The ring has some blades sticking out, kind of like the other Ragnaroks. When you launch it, it'll slowly move out. Doesn't go out that much, just barely, but it's still pretty cool. This is a nice orange color, and it's made only for right spinning chips. That's what this is. Now this chip, let's take a look at it. This is the Ragnarok chip. The Ragnarok chip looks pretty nice, transparent. Here's everything. Now the chassis are what have teeth, so these, as of right now, don't really do anything. In the future, they might have some teeth or not. Not sure what Takara Tomy has planned. But these chips have something called a core. Now this little piece, if we can get it out, there we go. This is a chip core. Now, as of right now, they don't really do anything. That's all I know. They don't really do much as of right now. But Takara Tomy might make metal ones eventually. They might actually do something in different combos. But I don't really think these do much. There are different versions, but as of right now, it's just a little chip core. So then you put the little chip core back inside, click it, grab the layer or the ring, click, and it's there. So first try, it clicks, and then we go to the chassis. This is the chassis. This is the 1S chassis. This goes on left and right rings. So the chassis is not a disc. The chassis is its own piece. It's not a disc, layer, no driver. It's its own piece now. So the chassis connects to the rings. So just like that, you put it on right here and click, add some more metal to the rings, the layer. So now it's connected. It's all one piece. Doesn't come out. If you want to get it out, you just push these sides. And there you go. Now you can only launch the Beyblade with a chassis on it. You can't just launch this by itself because it has no teeth. Chassis are the things that have the teeth, as you can see. So chassis and rings, it all goes together, kind of like how in GT it needed layer weights, or it didn't need it, but it was supposed to have layer weights. That's kind of what the chassis does. Now there are two different types of chassis, double chassis or regular chassis. Regular chassis can take discs, but double chassis take the place of a disc. So that's what we're going to see in the future. But look at that. Put the wheel disc. Actually, this is a new disc. This is called wheel. Looks pretty nice, really big. So this is the wheel disc. You put it right here. And this is the revolve driver. Most of y'all know what the revolve driver is. Nothing too special about it except it spins. Takara Tomy has made so many different recolors of this, so we're just going to put that in here. And boom, Glide Ragnarok. Looks really nice. At the end of the video, we will test launch this. But Glide Ragnarok is pretty good. Stamina type, right spin. But that's Glide Ragnarok. On to the next review. And the next Beyblade we take a look at is Super Hyperion. Super Hyperion is a right spinning attack type Beyblade. Super Hyperion is the B159 booster. So Super Hyperion is really cool looking. A nice red and gold color, 4-ish blades. Looks a lot like the Ace base when it came out, but more oval-ish. Nice little blue chip core. Looking all around it. It does have a rubber driver, so I'm excited to see how that is. So Super Hyperion, now let's open it up and see what pieces it comes with. Alright, so here are all the pieces laid out for Super Hyperion, and instantly, it's a lot less pieces than Glide Ragnarok, mainly just because it doesn't have a disc. So, looking at the layer first, we see Super Hyperion. Let's take it apart. Here we go. This is the Super Ring. This is a right spin only ring. Looks really nice, has two giant blades and two smaller ones. Looks a lot like the Ace base or the Venom base. That's the whole Beyblade. Looks really nice. Then we go to the chip. So this is the Hyperion chip. Nothing really special about it except it looks awesome. Looks really nice. And the center is a nice blue flame color. So we're not going to take the chip core because those are a pain to take out. If any of y'all have Super King Beyblades, you might understand. It's a pain to take out. So we're just going to look at it from here. So, looks really nice. Red coloring. I really like red and gold looking Beyblades. So this looks really cool. So let's put it back together on the Super Ring. There we go. Alright, so the Super Hyperion layer. Then we go to the chassis, which is a double chassis. So like I said, double chassis takes the place of a disc. This is the 1A chassis, aka 1 attack. The 1S chassis was 1 stamina. So A, S, stamina, attack. It's a little bit lazy on the names, but I can kind of understand what they're going at. So this is the 1A chassis. It's a double chassis, which means it takes the place of a disc. So that means you can see right here. Let's try and see. Yep. Little disc and it moves. So that's how it clicks. You can see the teeth right there. Looks pretty good. A nice yellow color. And that's the disc. That's how it works. So it's sort of like Longinus. That one Longinus that was only a layer and disc combined. So that's pretty much what a double chassis is like. It's like the Bloody Longinus, I'm pretty sure that was called. And there we go. Double chassis on it. So 1 attack Super Hyperion looks really nice, and the chassis sort of lines up with the Beyblade. Looks really nice. So then we go to the driver, which is called Exceed. The Exceed driver is kind of strange compared to other drivers. It has some weird little plastic ring wheel around it, and it has some rubber in its tip. So we can look at that. Oh, let's try focus. There we go. It has some rubber. That yellow is rubber, but it's sort of covered by the ring. So not really sure exactly how this is going to help. It'll help in stamina. It's zooming around the stadium, but looks really cool and can't wait to test this out and see how it does. So putting double chassis Beyblades with just on it, or putting together double chassis Beyblades, you just do this. Make sure it's lined up right. You can see how it is. Grab this, put it in, and you have to hold the driver. Click, 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 and it's done. You can't hold the chassis because the chassis is in it, but that is Super Hyperion. And Super Hyperion looks really cool. Can't wait to test this out. But now to the next Beyblade. And the next one we take a look at is King Helios. King Helios is the B160 balance type Beyblade. So King Helios came out pretty much at the same time that Super Hyperion did, and they look pretty much the same. They are very similar to each other, and the reason for that is the bladers that use them are twin brothers, and they pretty much have the same Beyblades except opposites of each other, right spin, left spin, which I think is really cool, and it's something that I don't think Beyblade has done before. So really cool that we have two sort of main characters and one is left. So that's what King Helios is. King Helios sort of has a gimmick where it can have 5 to 10 blades, which I'll go more in detail when we're looking at the pieces. But just the whole color scheme looks really nice. So now let us take a look at the pieces. Alright, everything out, and let's start with the layer. So this is the King Helios layer, the Helios chip, and the King ring. So let's take it out. And this is the King ring. Has 5 blades, and it's only for left spin chips. So chips like Helios, Fafnir, and Longinus will go on this type of ring. Fafnir and Longinus aren't out as of right now, but they will be soon. So can't wait to see how they work. And this is the Helios chip. This is the Helios chip. Looks really nice, a nice blue and reddish color. Again, green eyes. Don't know why Takara loves their green-eyed avatars, but there it is. And it looks really nice. The red chip core is pretty much the same thing as the Hyperion's chip core, except it's blue and red. So that is the whole thing. We're not going to take the chip core out because it's pretty hard to, but that is the Helios chip with the King layer or ring. So that is King Helios. Then we go to the chassis. And again, it's another double chassis, except this time it has some 5 blades to match the 5 blades that the King base layer ring has. So it's left and right, so it goes with both left and right Beyblades, kind of like the 1S chassis, but this one is called 1B, which means 1 balance. Again, 1B balance, A attack, S stamina. So it's pretty cool what they're doing with this. Again, the teeth, and this is how it locks right here. So if you just stick it right here, it'll match up. So the blades, kind of hard to see, will match up. So it has 5 blades that match up with the 5 blades here. Now if you turn the chassis a little bit, let's see if we can do that, it should change its bladed mode. So the blades shouldn't line up completely, as you can see a little more. And that is its sort of 10 bladed mode, or I guess you could say longer blade mode. So that's something you can do with the King Helios Beyblade. Now I'm not sure if that changes how it does in the stadium, but that's something cool that you could do with King Helios. Now the driver. The driver is called Zone. A really cool driver. Now this is sort of like the Exceed driver, except the tip is not rubber, and it's sort of like the Revolve driver. That's how the tip is, and it has this wheel around it just like the Exceed driver. Now I'm not sure exactly what this does, but it might help the Beyblade in the stadium. But this is the Zone driver for King Helios. So now let's put it in the chassis and click it, and here we go. We have King Helios. Can't wait to see how this does in the stadium. But on to the next unboxing review. And the next one we take a look at is Brave Valkyrie. So Brave Valkyrie is the B163 attack booster. So Brave Valkyrie is really cool looking, has 3 large blades, looks a lot like Winning and Slash Valkyrie combined. It honestly looks like all Valkyries combined. I can find little bits that point to other Valkyries, like the 3 shaped goes to the original Valkyrie because it's the original. The little diamonds look like Winning Valkyrie, and the ring is like Slash. So it's a really awesome Valkyrie, has rubber, 3 large blades, and its chip looks amazing. Dash driver, there's just so many awesome things about this Valkyrie, but let's get to the parts. Alright, so here are all the pieces. So first off, we have Brave Valkyrie. Brave Valkyrie looks really cool, looks really nice. The ring has rubber all around it. That yellow is rubber. It's pretty much a giant circle of rubber. Looks awesome and probably the best Valkyrie so far. So the little Valkyrie chip right there, let's take it out. This is the Brave ring. As you can see, it's only for right, has rubber all around it, looks really nice. Let's take a look at the chip. The little chip looks awesome. You can see right there that red by the Valkyrie's face. That is the same little mark that Volt has, the blader for Valkyrie. So that's something really cool that Takara Tomy did for this Beyblade. The little chip core is the same that Ragnarok had, except it's red, not turquoise-ish blue. Green eyes again, but looks really nice. And back here you can see it sort of has a little teeth clip. Not sure exactly what that does. If y'all do know what this does, please let me know in the comments. But that's something different that Valkyrie has that the other chips didn't. But that is Brave Valkyrie. Let's put it together. Alright, now let's go to the chassis. It's a double chassis called 2A, to attack. Has 3 bladed points, pretty much made just for Valkyrie. And it's right spin only. So you could put it with Valkyrie where the blades match up, as you can see. Or you could put it where the blades match up with the rubber. Now this chassis part right here is sort of a plasticky rubber, so I guess if you were to put it here, you'd have more rubber attack, or if you put it right here, you'd have more blade attack. So whatever you do with it is pretty much more customization in what you do, but I'm just going to leave it on the rubber, and there we go. Now the driver. The driver is really cool. This is Evolution Dash. Evolution was a driver that you can see right here, the little bits right there. Eventually those will wear down to where it's sort of flat. It'll have a lot more attack speed power, but it wasn't in dash form, so not a lot of people really used it that much. But now that it's in dash form, which means it's stronger with clicks, more people will use this in combos, and I can't wait to see what people come up with this. So Evolution Dash is really cool, and a nice see-through bluish red color matches Valkyrie perfectly. So let's put it together. And there we go, we have Brave Valkyrie. So on to the last Beyblade. Alright, and the last Beyblade we take a look at isn't a sparking Beyblade, it's a Metal Fusion remake. So this is from the B158 Random Booster Volume 19. This is Burn Phoenix the Prize Bey. It's a Metal Series remake, looks really nice based off of the original Burn Phoenix. So we're not really going to go much into the Beyblade except the pieces. So the layer is Burn Phoenix, does have metal inside of it around the rim of it. Here are its teeth. So here it is. Its teeth are okay, not the best, will burst eventually. And here is the disc. This is the Yell disc. It is a really old disc. It's not new, pretty original, came in some of the first Beyblades. And the wedge driver. So the wedge driver is pretty much a metal tip, which looks really nice. Can't wait to see how this does in the stadium because I do not have any of these parts yet. So putting it together, we have Burn Phoenix. And the reason this Beyblade is so awesome is not just because it's a Metal Series remake. It comes with a special sparking piece. Here is the sparking chip core that it comes with. So this random booster came way before the Sparking Beys were released, and this is a little piece that came in it as like a sneak peek. It's an all white see-through color with some gold around it. This is a sparking chip that comes with Burn Phoenix. So if you'd like this chip, you gotta somehow get Burn Phoenix in a random booster. We had to do the same, and actually our first try was Burn Phoenix, which was awesome. We got this. So hopefully the same can happen to you if you're trying to get this. But a little sparking core. So that's some cool little piece that you can customize with. But now let's go to the last review of the video. And the last thing we will review is the sparking launcher. So this is the B165 sparking launcher. So this is a right spin only launcher. So it only launches right spinning Beyblades, and it actually sparks. Right there you can see the opening that the sparks come out of. And let's see if we can try and capture this on camera. Alright, so it's not doing so well right now. Let's try and turn the lights off actually, so everything is dark. So it's really cool. You can see the little sparks. So if you're Beyblading in a dark area, it will spark up. And it's pretty cool to see. So we will test this out with some other sparking Beyblades that we looked at today. But it's really nice. Let's compare it to the other long LR launcher. So it's pretty much the same thing. Now the string is slightly longer than the LR launcher, the regular one, but it pretty much has the same color scheme. There is a blue one that is already out. It's for left Beyblades, so left and right, and it looks really cool. It does have this little black piece right here, and I'm pretty sure that's to stop it from continuously clicking. So if you click it, you'll see it'll start bending just barely. That's to stop it from breaking. So that's a cool little thing that Takara Tomy added, which is an upgrade for these Beyblades. So now that we've reviewed everything, let's get to the stadium and test everything out. Alright, so we are at the basic Takara Tomy Stadium, and the first Beyblade we are testing out is Glide Ragnarok with the Sparking Launcher. Let's put it on, and 3, 2, 1, let's rip. Alright, so Glide Ragnarok spinning pretty normally. So we won't be doing battles in this video, but in future videos we will, so stay tuned for that, and CBTs of course. So now let's do the next Beyblade, Super Hyperion. This should be a crazy attack type Beyblade. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let rip. Ooh, and it is. And going right into the pocket. Let's try it one more time. That probably wasn't a good launch. Ready, 3, 2, 1, let rip. Ooh, actually going around in circles in the stadium this time. So I'm guessing the wheel around it is to help them not lose stamina while zooming around the stadium like that. Which, it doesn't look like it's low on stamina at all. So this is pretty good. Alright, so next we're going to try Brave Valkyrie. Alright, ready, 3, 2, 1, let rip. Alright, Brave Valkyrie moving normally. So the Evolution Dash Driver will eventually wear down when you use it a lot, and it will zoom around the stadium with lots of attack and speed. So this will be a great Beyblade in competitiveness and just regular fun battles. So now let us try Burn Phoenix. Alright, ready, 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Alright, so just sort of taking the center. It is very wobbly. So that's what other people have said. It's not the best. It's very wobbly. But remakes usually aren't the best. But it's still really cool to see Burn Phoenix in burst form. But now the last Beyblade we will test launch is Super Hyperion. So left mode. We don't have the left launcher, so we have to use the Diabolos one. Ready? 3, 2, 1, let rip. Alright, so this one's a lot calmer than Hyperion, mainly because it doesn't have a rubber tip. But how it zooms around the stadium like this, that's most likely because of the little wheel it had. So that's really cool to see. Yeah, it just keeps on moving. So it's a really nice Beyblade, of course. So all of these look awesome. Can't wait to see them in battles. But let me know in the comments who your favorite Beyblade is. Super Hyperion, Brave Valkyrie, King Helios, Glide Ragnarok, or even Burn Phoenix. But that's going to be it for this video. Stay tuned for an announcement in the future, because all these parts will be available in the next announcement. That will be announcement 12. So stay tuned. We will be doing lots of battles, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching Way of the Bay. And here we are at the Takara Tomy Basic Stadium. So first, let us try Glide Ragnarok. So we're not going to do any battles. We're just going to be launching them to see how they do. Battles will come in the future. So stay tuned for that. We're going to be launching with the Sparking Launcher and Glide Ragnarok. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, let rip. I probably did not put the chassis on the right way.